relay them to the participants. We're going to be opening up with Bethlehem, the Banshees, the 5th region champions. Their head coach, Jason Clark, and he is bringing number 10, Amelia Hodges, and number 11, Ella Thompson, to this podium. And I believe we have them joining us now. Once again, just get those questions in. All right, Coach, another close game. It's been kind of the story of this Sweet 16 on the girls' side. You're the winner in this one. Talk about how your feelings coming out of it.
It was a hard-fought game. Coach Stallings, man, he done a great job. Their kids played hard. I kept telling the girls in the timeouts it was going to come down to who wanted it the most and who made the plays down the stretch. And we're grateful that we made the right plays when we had to.
For the players getting to come play on this stage and get a win, just talk about your emotions right now. I'll start with you.
It's indescribable. We were here 2 years ago, and we were a lot more nervous back then. But now, this is our last ride, so we're giving it all.
Like she said, it's our last go around. We want to give it everything we got. We don't want to end our high school careers and feel like we had unfinished business.
First, Coach, the question all week was, how do you handle the Gracie Merkle? And it looks like, she's still going to get her points and get her rebounds, but do you think you all did the job you wanted to do against her?
What she ended up with, like 30 and 20. She's just good down there when she catches it in the post. We worked on numerous things, fronting, playing behind her, but the main thing is we wanted to get up and down the court and make her play 90 feet, and I think we did a pretty good job of that.
For the players, how does she change the game down there? And then what do you think went well for you to be able to get the win?
She gives them a lot. She gives them a good inside and out game. And whenever we had to double down, they just kicked it right back out. So that made it really difficult for us, but we pulled through with it.
Yeah. Like she was definitely a defensive threat and an offensive threat. So we just had to adjust. And I feel like we did that. So.
Now, Coach, you already know Marshall County up next. Hey, I know you just got out of this one, but what do you know about them? And what's preparation going to look like over the next 24 hours?
We'll do a lot of film session probably, and we kind of know them where we played them earlier in the season. Of course, I'm sure they've gotten better since then, and we'll get a good scouting report, and we'll go from there.
Jason Frakes, the Courier Journal, says, Coach, could you comment on Ella's performance?
Hey, I've said this from the get-go. These two seniors, I wouldn't trade for any seniors or any juniors or any kid in the state, because these two are special. They're special to me, and they show it out on the court.
When you talk about this team's attitude, I think you said how they're ready to get after it. Not a lot of nerves. Was there nerves at the start of this game, or did it take a few minutes?
I don't think so. We've been fortunate enough to play a lot of good teams this year in the state, and fortunate enough to win the All-A state 2 times in a row. So we're used to the big lights and the crowds and the emotions of the game. So I thought we handled it pretty well.
Amelia, how much did pushing the pace and getting out in transition help you all?
It helped us tremendously. And like you said, with that Gracie Merkle, we had to get her running up and down the court, and that helped to our advantage.
Coach, your thoughts on that same thing?
Same thing. I don't know. That's the way we like to play. We can slow it down if we have to, but if we can get the ball out in transition, we've got a lot of good athletes, and they've all got the green light, in my opinion. And hey, I want to give a shout out to Emma Filiatru and Carly Thurman. They played really well as well. So I'm very proud of those two as well.
So now, Ella, to be one game away from playing on Saturday morning, just talk about how that has to feel.
Yeah, this is back to back, but we've had a really hard schedule. We played really great teams back to back, and we've prepared for this. So we just need to rest and recover, and we're ready.
Congratulations, and let y'all get going.
Thank you.
Next, we'll be joined by the 6th region champions, the Lady Chargers of Bullitt East. Chris Stallings, their head coach, is expected to bring number 4, Lexi Starr, and number 44, Gracie Merkle. Please get questions for either of those student athletes or coach into the chat, and we will get those answered for you. All right, Coach Stallings, on paper, this one statistically is one of our most even matchups. You look at like the RPI numbers like that, and I think it lived up to the billing. Just talk about playing in a classic game like this.
It's funny. We just talked to our kids about and said the same thing to our kids. And we knew coming in, both teams were fairly close, pluses and minuses. I was really proud of our kids in my team and the community sport we've had all year. And then really our kids are prepared well this week, and we're ready to go. And I think Bethlehem was too. I don't know. It's just a classic game. I've been around a long time, and it was a great basketball game, high school girls basketball game. And we just, fell a little short. That's all you can say. Had shots, had opportunities, gave ourselves opportunities, and we were just a little short today.
Jason Frakes, the Courier Journal, says, Coach, you were concerned about Bethlehem's shooting ability, and you held them to 37%. Would you have thought that would have been good enough coming in to win this game?
Well, I thought they had some kids really step up and hit some threes that I'm not saying they're good shooters, but I thought they made some today. And so I thought we would be in the game if we held them under 40%, and we were. And so that's all you can ask for as a coach and a team. When you play an even opponent like that, we had a chance, and like I said, it just didn't go our way. I think we did enough positive things, to give ourselves that. And so, like I said, it just ball didn't bounce today our way.
Tyler Griever, WHAS 11 in Louisville. Coach, how much did their fast pace and ability to push and transition impact this game?
Well, that was one of our keys going in, was to limit their transition. And I thought we did a pretty good job of that, because we like to push the basketball too. And so there again, I think, if you look back to the course of the game, we were probably pretty even there. And so I thought our kids did a good job of getting back in transition defense.
Gracie, talk about the game. Did you feel like it went the way you hoped it would out there? I mean, you were able to obviously contribute very well, but if there was anything you could change, was there one thing about the game you wish you could, if there was a do-over?
Yeah, I mean, our team played fairly well. We all went out, did our jobs, and we should. The only thing that we should have done was rebound a lot better, get their misses so they wouldn't have second chance opportunities to get some points on the board. But everything else we all did correct.
Lexi, from your side, talk about their speed and the way they like to play. Was it at any point frustrating or hard to keep up with?
Yeah, it was a little frustrating. We weren't expecting, them to shoot as many threes as they did. And I just don't think we were really all that ready for them to make that many, but they had a good game.
Coach, just to wrap it up, just talk about your feelings about the two ladies to your side and just your locker room, just how you feel about that team right now.
Both these two young ladies here have come so far. Lexi's a senior, and she's been a great leader for us. She's had a really, I think, an outstanding senior year. Gracie has come so far as a player and is able to do more and more each day. And so they're a lot like our team. Like I told our kids, we started in June on outside courts, and we've come a long way since that day. And to be able to put on a performance the way we did today speaks volumes about our program and our team and those kids in the locker room. And so I'm just happy, that it's not going to end the way we want it to end. We came here with plans and desires, to play after today. And so we didn't get that done, but it's certainly not going to diminish what we've accomplished this year or how we played the game today. I think it was two really good teams, and it was a pretty even game, one possession game.
Just to wrap up, Jason Frakes quickly said, did you feel good about the look Lily got at the end with a chance to tie?
Well, when you get in those situations, I tell our kids all the time, I think Lexi's been around enough to hear this. When you get in those situations, you just want a good look. And I thought it was a good look. She'd made one before, so if it goes in, it goes in. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And we can live with that as long as we get a good look. And I think our spacing got messed up a little bit, but we still got a good look.
Well, congratulations.
Thank
Great
you.
season. Thank you.
Thank you.